Dr. Stone is licensed and produced by Shueisha and Crunchyroll, Studios TMS Entertainment and 8pan, Networks Tokyo MX, KBS, Sun, BS11, TVH, TBC, TVA and TVQ. Based on the works by Riichiro Inagaki. Please support the official release. Hello, little Jack here with more Dr. Stone, episode 17, I think. God damn it, I'm losing way too many different episodes today. Losing track of all of them. Episode 17, yeah. And last time was pretty freaking amazing episode set up with Senku's dad in freaking space surviving the petrification. Well, I mean, everybody kind of survived that in and for itself, but you get the idea. He didn't get petrified, and like everybody else on the ISS survived, avoided that too, and now they're gonna make it back to Japan. Well, to Earth primarily, but they're gonna end up in Japan. How? I have honestly no idea. Like, I don't think the spacecraft they got there with could technically even support that many people, but emergency cases. Since I only found out last time that space tourism to the ISS is an actual real thing, I'm feeling somewhat more cautious with my big math here, my predictions regarding what can and cannot be done in that regard. Yeah. In any case though, I cannot shake this goddamn feeling of dread. Because you know this is gonna be somewhat of a tragedy. They're gonna make it back to Earth, we know that, and we also know they're all gonna die. Like, maybe they don't all make it back to Earth. Some of them will, definitely. We can't say who for sure. Well, some of the blonde ones probably, well, because, you know, the princess and twins thing. But at the end of the day, they will die, because it's been 3,700 years. So, in the best of circumstances, they're gonna die after living a long and happy life. Worst case, they're gonna die with heaps of regrets because they couldn't fix the petrification. So yeah. Plus, this is also gonna be the first time we actually see the post-apocalyptic world, like immediate post-apocalyptic, not the millennia later thing. I mean, we've seen the, like, fast forward thing. There's a word for that, but it's escaping me right now. Sped up footage, but that doesn't matter. You know what I mean, what we saw in episode 1 when we saw all the buildings crumble, so on and so forth. But we never really like lived in the modern day with all the stone people around, so yeah, I feel like this is going to be a really uncomfortable episode, and I'm not at all excited about it. Let's get into this. In 3, 2, 1, go. Please don't be too unpleasant. It's also amazing seeing this from, like, space. Not at all Monster Energy. Not bad, yeah. And says like, well, we're sort of in luck that some of the smartest people wound up surviving here. I love how much his father and him share the same ideals, though. Even though we know his father didn't succeed in that regard. Also, did they leave a message behind in space? Is what I'm wondering if Senku builds a telescope. If this is what the little scene in the opening is about. Like, well, obviously it kind of would preserve, but at the same time, across 3,700 years, it's a bit of a gamble. I'm also somehow not at all looking forward to the next confrontation with Tsukasa. Like, there's straight up gonna be armies colliding here, huh? A 100 knots and 1,000 skies. Wait, he's going back by himself? I mean, yeah, he's not gonna go on his own, since we know they kind of repopulate and whatnot. Damn, that's nice. So the three of them are the only one, huh? So is that set in space then? That's even worse. Because no matter what, they're gonna die up there then. God damn, this is intense. God damn, they're so similar. Of course. I love this. And that's easier said than done. Might as well start singing, huh? Nope, just straight up roaring over there. Damn, old man! How did you even get down though? It took me over 10 hours. Who's even apologizing for that? So yeah, they all got down then. I really thought they would stay up there for at first. I mean, probably not, but we'll see. I mean, it's also a tough realization to be like the only people left alive. Bingo. I suppose. So good for you. I mean, for now you can sort of rely on rating, effectively. So Dolphins survived. That does not look like a 2-year-old kid, though. Just gotta enjoy yourself, dude, a little bit anyway. Sounds more like a stage performance, honestly. How far you've come for real, huh? Even if it's thousands of years from now, huh? The music's amazing too, honestly. That definitely did not happen at the same time, though. That's thinking so far freaking ahead. I love it. so close to crying. A story of stuck in the walls too. Wow. I mean, again, that's aside. It's been 3,700 years, yeah. But do you guys look way too similar to not be related? So seriosa. Yeah, like in your face. He's a divorcee, yeah. I suppose that's sort of depressing to think about. That's just cruel. Instead of trying to use it as an excuse. A little bit of a private moment, huh? I suppose, yeah, they're kind of still stuck on their little island, huh? I mean, that's the bitter world, huh? Pneumonia, huh? That's really throwing his words in his own face, though. Well, I suppose you can think of the positive things. Oh. I love the freaking fact that Senku made ramen as like the first thing so much. And yeah, obviously that thing's gonna crash down at some point. If not being maintained. That's also depressing to watch. I suppose, yeah. Basic survival, huh? Krum! But are you gonna visit a grave now? They bit the dust. Yes, thank you. I'm doing great. I suppose. Try to be as rational as you want. That just moves you, doesn't it? Or maybe have some alone time, huh? It takes me back. Well, a solidarity here, huh? Well, true that. It would really have been screwed. Ah, god damn it. Well, figures. Well, this is kind of what we've just been actually working towards this whole time, hasn't it? I mean, putting aside survival and all that. But the very first thing they did was to make weapons of science and sort of escape from Tsukasa, and from there on we just kind of went with the flow. And I mean, now we have electricity and iron and, well, medicine, so... And we already saw in the opening that they're gonna make katanas. Which, again, I don't... Tsukasa is a smart guy. Like, if he was able to work out the freaking petrification cure... Like, even with Senku's instructions, that is, like, amazing to make yourself, if you ask me. Point still being, though, that, well, I wonder what kind of weapons Tsukasa has, basically. Like, even with his sort of amazing army of hand-picked people, if all he is bringing to the table are stone weapons, then the village with millenniums advanced technology is a serious threat to that. Stone Wars. Well, I suppose it's about time. God damn it. Well, when the episode was pretty much about as bittersweet as you would thought it would be. Although, you know, now that I think about it, the graves that they visited, could it really have been like the graves of the founders, quote unquote? Like, you know? Because they were on the cliffside on a remote island, were they not? Or was that supposed to be the village? I mean, they got... Senku and Co got there on foot, though, so... And I can't imagine the topography changing that significantly in 3,700 years. It just doesn't play to me. So, of course, the option is that, like, as the 100 Story thing said, that they moved to the mainland, but obviously then the graves wouldn't have moved along. So there is that. And there's, of course, a certain sense of irony that it's Pneumonia again that had killed them in the past and was what would have killed Ruri now had Senku not cured it. You know, somehow, like, seeing the ISS sort of just burn up in the atmosphere and crash down, that hurt. As someone who has a vested interest in science and all that, seeing one of the greatest accomplishments of the human race, a freaking space station crash down, that hurts to watch. And in that sense, I kind of understand where our little songstress was coming from, thinking that Mozart and the Beatles and all that would be forgotten forever. Yeah, I mean, not just our scientific advancements, our scientific knowledge, because that we can regain. The laws of nature don't change. 10,000 years from now, if we had to start over, however long it would take, we'd probably figure them out again. But our actual achievements, be it art, music, or, well, space stations, that would be lost forever. Never to be seen again. And there would be new music, probably, new art and all that, but... Man, it hurts to think about. That was a deep episode, though. So yeah, at long last, the Stone War is coming. It's so weird when you think about it, really, this is what the main thing used to be about, remember? Like, 3 months ago? That was kind of what we were all about. Tsukasa and stopping him. And we kind of just put him on the sidelines and, you know, Taiju and Yuzura and whatever little task Senku left her with. I still think it's, you know, repairing the stone people. Whether or not that works. Like, testing whether or not it works. Senku said he tried it, you know, and it didn't work out for him, but since Yuzuriha is the, like, craftsman person, craftwoman, She might be able to do it, so I think that's what Senku, the task Senku left her with. Other than that, well, you know, like, go back to making weapons now, which is also an odd thing to think about, but yeah. In any case, it's gonna be all for now, so until next time, see you then. Bye.